Hello and welcome back to FTB Infinity Lite. As you can see now, I am trying to fix up the base so it looks more decent. I've also been out hunting ender pearls. I have 4 in stock. It's not much, but we'll see how long it will last. Done some other minor things during the between seasons. So this is one part. I'll go down to the basement soon. This works quite well right now, but of course this will change later on. I will have 2 sag mills running, osmium dust, loads of it. Slightly more automation, putting everything in down here. So we're getting stuff. Also running on medium voltage instead of low voltage, so these will run faster without losing their losing power. Also, I've fixed up the part with only 1 input into the capacitors and 1 output. So, for example, this will provide me with lots of power. Also the windmills you can see over there, not so much, but just steady income in the background. And you just dump them somewhere down here. Wow. Been running quite low when running all the machines. So probably need to run the diesel generator for some time. Right. So one more thing I need to mention before moving on. I've actually been out like 4 nights chasing endermen, and I only got 3 pearls, so it's kind of crappy. Try to pick up the rubber woods that I can see, because we're starting with industrial craft very shortly. And the next part is that, oh right, this was quite fun, because I did... you remember this small contraption over here? I don't need it anymore because while out hunting I found so much clay. Normal hardened clay, not colored. So I have lots. I will not need to get hardened clay for some time. But I might need to make bricks. And it's a quite slow method to do this smelting dirt. Let's see, insert dirt and then some stone and then water, because that will give me the molten clay. And doing that over here 1 by 1, that's kind of annoying, especially when you have more than 4. So I just did this like so. Same method as I used to make normal clay from the the hardened clay from the colored hardened. But of course we can take this one and have a casting table here instead of a basin. Just put the ingot cast here and replace this one, oops, with the clay, this one, and start the process, because the brick will form, be sucked out, and then it will start all over again. So I can make lots and lots of liquid clay, molten clay it's called, and just dump it in here, and then it will automatically turn into bricks. So convenient, very convenient. I'll probably use this a lot off cam, of course. Alright, so let's get started with today's project. We need power generation and we need power transportation between dimensions. So let's begin with doing some recipes to get the power generation going. And something like that, and we should have plenty of solar panels to craft, or to auto-craft. So one of them, not so bad, 5 oak planks and 6 glass, and then some iron, and so this is not too bad. However, it's not that good either, because the generation is only 1 RF per tick, and then the solar panel 2 is 8 and 32 and 128, and it's when you reach level 4, then you actually can make something useful from them. So if we take a look at the number 5, it's 512 RF per tick, and that's kind of good. But let's see, block of gold, glowstone. Perhaps I should... let's try to make 4 of the number 4 and see how much we are up to. If we make 4 of these, let's see, we actually need... we need more clay, and you can see I have 516, we still need over 100 extra. And then some redstone and some more. So I'll get this, and then we will continue with the solar panel stuff. Okay, so now we have all the stuff we need to make 4 of these ones for solar panel 4. Now we actually have everything we need. We have all the clay, we have glass, and we have lots of stuff. It's saying glass and clear glass. I don't think it matters. So let's start. Hopefully we should see some stuff being done here. Oh well, we'll come back in a while. Until then, let me show you what I found. You know, I was bragging over having lots of bricks, but I don't have any clay, and clay is annoying to get. But making a flower pot and then running it in a sag mill will actually give me clay back. So if I'm out of normal clay, well, just make some of these pots, dump them in a sag mill, and we'll have everything, all the clay we need. Alright, flour, I need more bread. So this, I didn't know this, I just found it. Very convenient. I think I even got slightly more than 3, so that's a bit weird. Alright, 2 is already done. This is... we will need 4 times 124, 128 I mean. And let's see, block of gold. Alright, I'm kind of low in materials to make the number 5, but at least I have the 4. And generation is 128, so we can use low voltage. Let's see here, for at least for the initial part. And then we can transform it, and then so on. So let me see where I'll put this, and I'll be right back. So we have everything placed. It doesn't look half as good as I planned to, but I'll probably reorganize this. We're running at 87%, 88, so we're running at probably reach 100 soon. And by then we should have 128. So during nighttime, I won't get anything, of course. This is well planned, I think. So charge is building up. Hopefully I should see, yeah, now we have 128 on all of these now. Perfect. But we are building the charge here. And this is a low voltage relay. 229. So this is only, it's not even half of what I wanted. I need to investigate this because the manual clearly states that the connector is 256 and each wire is 248. I wonder if the relay is making this not work. Alright, so what I think happened was that these were filled from the other side. I can't really explain it right now. Did some testing here, and with this setup, these are actually being drained. And that's good because I want the capacitor in the basement to be filled up. And I just hooked them up through this relay. I don't know if this was a good thing to do. I'll try to use some medium voltage wire connectors over here instead and connect it on this side. We'll see, because now we're running at 1000, and if we go down into the basement, we can see that this one is filling with almost 1000 RF per tick. So this is like a fourth of the diesel generator constantly. So that's quite good. Well, as long as it's daytime. So I'll play around with this and see if I can optimize, and then we'll see what happens. I also wanted to take the opportunity to go down. This is just sucking items from the oak wood barrel down here and just making charcoal. So I can always come here and fetch my charcoal. Turns out that the coke oven is slightly too slow and produces way too much creosote oil. And that was good, just what I needed. And now I'm not even using this one, so perhaps I just wrap up the episode by taking these ones. And then we will take them to the mining world. So here I've just been placing charcoal slowly, since I don't have had any good power production. I just been coming here every now and then. And we have emptied. Alright. It's actually done. A bit risky walking up here, but the only thing it didn't take are these two. Oh well. I'll try to get some flying equipment over here, and then we are then I can go down and fetch the final diamonds on the lowest level. Also need to move this, or I don't need to move it, I can start with expanding it. But we'll set this up, and let's see, this one and this one. So right now we are filling this with 160. This one is producing 40, 80, and these are 40 each as well. So we have 160 RF per tick to run this builder block on. I think that's pretty sweet actually. So let's see if we can replace this one. Don't fall down here now. So 32, 64, 32. We should be able to run this slightly higher. Let's run 64 and 68, 64. This is kind of huge, and then we'll void these ones as well. All right, we insert it, place it here, preview. Same style, but farther away. This will be huge. Now it should run. Yep, perfect. And actually getting nickel as well. We're not getting much nickel. This is very rare, it seems. Perhaps even rarer than diamonds. Obsidian, great, it can pick up everything. Alright, this is cruising along. We'll fill this eventually, but in time we will have a dimensional power transfer, of course. But for now, this is pretty good. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Then we'll continue working with power production, I think. At least, yeah, that's the final step. But we have a few steps in between that will be really interesting. I'll see you then. Take care and bye-bye.